It is huge. I mean, it is personally again, it's huge because we have been literally like 4 years working for this to happen, with many people involved, and I even have my son living here in Zurich. So imagine how involved personally I am. So it's again two partners. I mean, four partners, two drivers that are from this place. All of them pushing since day one in order to have a race here, and now we are very close to do it.
But I hear it's quite difficult to find somewhere that's suitable to hold a Formula E race. I mean, was Zurich an obvious choice for you in the beginning, and what kind of hurdles have you had to jump over to get here?
Zurich was an obvious reason, an obvious option for us. Switzerland in general was a pretty obvious reason for us. Again, we have many partners from this country and drivers, so they push quite hard in order for us to be here. I mean, the difficulties that we have found in this city is more or less the same one that we find everywhere, and it's finding a racetrack which the streets are wide enough in order to put the racetrack in the city center is the bigger challenge that we always face. But the commitment from the city and its mayor and every single city official has been there from the beginning, so we have had a lot of help.
And this is a big deal, not only from a Formula E point, but from a motor racing point as well, because this is the first, motorsport in the country for decades.
Yeah, 64 years, I believe it is, no? 1954 or something like this, the last race. It is, we like to make history everywhere we go, and this is one of the times that we're doing again history, together with our partners.
All right, Formula E has been on our radar for a few years now. How do you think attitudes towards the sport are changing?
I say it again, I'm sorry?
How are attitudes towards Formula E changing?
I don't understand that question, I'm sorry.
How are attitudes? Is it being accepted? Because it's not Formula One, yes, from everyone from around the world.
Well, it's massive. I mean, at the moment, I think it's the biggest sporting property that is out there. It's the way we have grown from only. I mean, we're only 4 years old. The people sometimes forget that. We have so many manufacturers involved in the championship. We have been followed now for over 27 million, 28 million in the last race in Rome. Live, I mean, it's just going crazy. I don't think there is any other property out there which is the same figure that we do, being so young. No?
Do you think you'll be as big as Formula one day?
We don't want to compare. For sure, we are two completely different properties. At the moment, obviously, no, they are bigger than us. But listen, we are about much more. We're much more than a race. We're not only a race as some others are. We are a pure event for families. We are entertainment. We are technology. We are social. I mean, we are completely different than some other properties.
Two big Swiss sponsors here. ABB, title sponsor, and obviously Julius Baer has been there from the very beginning. Yep. Is Switzerland in the DNA, would you say, of Formula E?
It is, 100%. I mean, ABB is the naming partner, so our championship is called ABB. The title sponsor of this race is Julius Baer. Then we have TAG Heuer, who has been with us from day one as well, another founding partner from Switzerland. And now the last member of the family who just joined is Modis and Adecco as well. So, I mean, again, this is for us overwhelming, having so many interests from this country, and of course that's why we needed to be here.
Do you think sponsorship will change in the future for Formula E? It's changed a lot, certainly for Formula One. Do you think you'll see the same kind of progression for Formula E?
In terms of getting bigger, you mean? Or well, I believe me, I cannot complain about the amount of sponsors and the amount of money that they're investing on us. Really, again, I think it's a big success what our sales team is doing, and the attractiveness of the championship is huge. So we're getting there.
CEO Alejandro Agag, he's always reach before revenue. He's trying to put the fans first. How important are fans for you?
The most important thing, we believe that is the base of the success for us. So we from the very beginning, when we started to think about this idea, we position ourselves. Listen, this is obviously a money-making business. Should be a money-making business, but we are not in a rush at all. So we have sacrificed many things or incomes because of the fans, and we are still at that position.
And who are your fans?
Well, the younger generation. I mean, we have it's a pretty wide range, but I mean, they are mostly from 15 to 29 years old. So is the range that we were again pitching from the beginning, and we are being successful with that as well.
The other big news this year is obviously you've revealed the second generation car. How do you think that's going to change the dynamic of the race?
Well, the dynamic of the race is a question mark yet. I think it's the race itself. I mean, the car itself is amazing. I think we have the fact that we are now using only one car instead of two in only 4 years. We have doubled the capacity of that battery. We have helped develop the capacity of the battery. That's something remarkable. The rates is still we need to see how it goes. I think the cars are amazing. They go up to 280 kilometers an hour. We're going to be pretty fast racing as well. So.
And given the progress that you've made in just 4 years, what does the future hold?
The future hold a very bright future, I would say. I mean, we like to keep being in this city center. I mean, this is our core place to be. We don't want to go to circuits. And Formula E, I think, it has a pretty bright future, yeah.
Okay, now we'll probably be chatting to you before the actual race in Zurich. What can people expect?
I mean, here is going to be, here and everywhere else, we do kind of amazing races. First of all, sportingly speaking, is a competitive, a big competition, you know, which it doesn't happen in some other championships. For sure, for the families, is also a very big day. They're going to have fun. We have this fun zone, which we call e-village, full of technology, full of emotions, full of entertainment for the kids, for the not that kids as well. So yeah, they're going to have fun for sure.
All right, my last question. I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you do me an impression of a Formula E car?
An impression of a Formula E car. Wow, that's a good one. That's the first time I have ever. Would that be?
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.